Essex declare after rapid Lawrence 150. Essex will be happy to return home. Defeat to Notts last time out has left them at risk of being cut adrift, while Derbyshire had their feet up last week. No game for them, would they return refreshed. They had an extra day's respite, no play possible on the first day, and Essex got into their work early, sent into bat by their visitors, and they did well, bringing up their 50 partnership after less than an hour's play in the morning. The opening partnership kept going. They looked for 100 runs before lunch, and picked them up at a decent rate. They got there with plenty of time to spare. A 100-run partnership at the top of the order, a good way to bounce back from recent results. There was an air of inevitability when Cook turned one off his hip to pick up the single he needed for his 50. Both men had been playing well, and it wouldn't be long before Brown followed. He brought his half-century up in a similar fashion. A single into the leg side enough, and Essex had taken charge of the game. They cruised their way into lunch, the score at the interval 132 for none. But finally, some Derbyshire joy after lunch. Billy Stanlake marked his first appearance for Derbyshire with a wicket. Brown out, caught at slip for 59. And he had the other opener in his next over. Cook out for 58. Essex suddenly 2 down with just 6 runs added to the score, and Derbyshire with 2 fresh batsmen to bowl at. Dan Lawrence joined Tom Wesley. The first task for the pair was to ensure there were no more quick wickets for their opponents. They did well, and took the total to 200 when Wesley played Rees through the offside for 3. He was the first of the 2 men to make it to 50. The captain followed in the footholds left by Cook and Brown to heap more pain on Derbyshire. The 100-run partnership was next. Lawrence took them to the milestone, and then, going further, another boundary off Hughes saw him join his partner on 50 runs. There was licence for Lawrence to have a go, and he did just that. Melton was his favoured target and cleared over the fences. Essex stamped their authority on the innings, 250 brought up with the big shot. They reached tea with the score 284 for 2, the hosts full of confidence, and Derbyshire perhaps regretting their decision to field. It wasn't long after tea that Essex found their way to 300 runs, the pair really flying in the evening session as the ball was sent to all parts of the Cloud FM county ground. Lawrence worked a single into the leg side off Critchley to make his way to 3 figures. His ton, a rapid one, scored off just 112 balls. The 200-run partnership was next. Another Wesley boundary took them to that mark. And the captain wasn't about to be outshone by his young partner. He flashed Critchley to the fences to reach a ton of his own, scored slightly quicker at 109 balls. A well-timed drive took the total past 350, but Wesley wanted more. He went aerial to Critchley, but that's how he came unstuck, deploy with the catch, and the captain removed for 106. The damage had already been done though. Lawrence kept up the assault. 3 sixes in a row off Critchley had the score racing past 400. He looked untouchable. He followed those by taking his ton to 150. Another boundary off the same spinner in the same over saw him to the mark, just 20 balls after reaching 100. Bad light forced them from the field and made Wesley's mind up for him. Essex declared on 412 for 3. Brown and Cook at the top of the order had set the platform. Lawrence and Wesley took full advantage, batting with aggression, with one eye on the conditions and another at the weekend's weather forecast. And when they were able to get back out there, Essex's success continued with the ball. Just 10 on the board when Lewis Rees had to make the long walk off, out LBW to Harmer with no shot offered. Billy Godalman handed Essex another. Lawrence's leg side delivery tamely popped to tender Scarter under the lid. Guest and Deploy shut up shop. They put away their attacking shots and targeted survival as the end of the day drew closer. But they'd be separated before the close. Deploy caught by Lawrence off the bowling of Harmer. Derbyshire limped to the end of the day, the score 35 for 3. They were trailing by an enormous 377 runs and had a difficult and uncertain couple of days yet to come.